How much money do you think you spent on this game? I don't have to think about how much money I've spent on the game. I know for a fact that I've spent just over 28,000 USD on Marvel Snap. You want some deep soul-searching advice, chat? If you're someone who doesn't know how much money you spent on Marvel Snap, you should stop spending money and figure it out. Do not spend money on these games without knowing how much money you have to spend and budgeting appropriately. And if you're not sure, you can request your data from Second Dinner, and it has a line in there that tells you how much you spent on the game. It is perfectly reasonable and fine to spend money on games like Marvel Snap. Just don't spend money you don't have to spend. Budgets are great. Joe Casta! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Excited to die to Luke Cage. Cerebro 3 is so popular now since the tournament. I agree. Cerebro 3 is so incredibly popular since it won that tournament. I've been playing Marvel Snap for 3 hours today, and this is my first time I played against it. That's a lie. We played Genshin for 90 minutes. I played Marvel Snap for 90 minutes today, and it's my first time I played against it. All right. Send this back over this way. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to activate this. I'm going to do this. This doesn't matter because they have Lucas. No, wait. I dragged the wrong card out. No, wait. Oh, my goodness. Wait, they don't have Cerebro? Oh my goodness. They got Luke Cage though. Got him. We did get to blast M'Baku in the face. No M'Bakus were hurt in the making of this movie. Luke Cage kept him well protected. Why do you play Rogue? Why do they play Rogue in Cerebro 3? Rogue is a card that could break their Cerebro bonus. What if I told you if the Rogue was going to break your Cerebro bonus, you could instead choose to not play it? Yeah, it's an answer to Red Skull's a fun one too. For reference, for people who don't follow me on Twitter or weren't here earlier when we talked about it, all the people clamoring for Cerebro nerfs just because it won the Golden Gauntlet are deeply silly. We poured through the data on Cerebro 3 variations this morning, including the 12 cards that won the tournament, and no matter how you slice the data, it is not a particularly nut-statted deck. Like very, very aggressively average. Open and draw a copy of Sam Wilson here. Does having 2 extra energy next turn do anything for me? It doesn't, right? I'm gonna play 2 3s. So I'm gonna wait on this. So he can give us more points somewhere else. Move it back. Move it here again. And then I'm gonna do this. Is Prodigy on Awesome Andy better? Maybe? No, I don't think so, right? Oh, by 1 point. Points, I guess. Super close. If awesome Andy had okay, so fun sequencing mistake here. If I would have activated Sparky, if I would have activated Sparky after Jocasta, we would have been a coin flip for Andy to hit Shaw instead of 1 and 3. And if we hit Shaw, we tied here and then won the breaker. This deck's super novel. I dig it. There are a lot of little things to think and count through in spots like that and figure out what's the right order to get it in. Do I have to get awesome Andy? I mean, he is pretty awesome. Think I'm Killmonger Raptors. All right, so the stock Invisible Woman deck in the metagame is Cerebro 4. This is another reason why Sam Wilson's here, is he helps us set up Prodigy turns the last turn of the game like this. Ultron stuff? Question mark? It could be Hela too, I guess. Some type of old school Invisible Woman deck. Yeah, it's like Ultron stuff.
There's no strings on me.
Hey, glad you're having fun with it, Sebastian. Click the wrong button. Oh, my kingdom to be able to exit after clicking this button instead of having to wait for my opponent.
Escaped.
All right. Well, we won the priority flip, so we get to be toxic. Sit down. Is it this? And then next turn I could Shaw the center and double Andy it. Oh, okay. So I do this, and I do this, and I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and I'm gonna move this here, and I'm gonna Shadow King here. Final answer. Final answer. I gotta hope I did that right, because I definitely don't have enough time to do it again. Okay, so Shaw flips up, Herbie puts points on people, and then Sparky kicks the shield. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, I did it wrong because of the Mercury! Oh, no! Oh, I'm so sad. Okay, we won anyways, but I messed it up. Okay, so I needed to move Mercury first. This got the points from Sparky. Okay, so the shield should have I intended to move the shield back here, which would have given us 2 more on Sam, and then my Andy triggers would have guaranteed hit Shaw. We won all 3, but it wasn't as fancy as. I mean, look, I said I hope I did this right. Okay, there was a lot of moving pieces there, literally and figuratively. Okay. Or that's the most buttons I've ever clicked in a singular game of Marvel Snap. That was the number of buttons in that game right there. This type of deck is everything that's good and pure about Marvel Snapchat. Just like tons of deck building considerations, synergies between the cards, and micro choices inside of the game itself. Just so many things to consider. How many infinite avatars do you have? 2 or 3 dozen? I don't know. It's not a number I really worry about. The thing you gotta understand is, like, infinite avatars are really high variance. It just means I play a lot. Even if you're really good at a game like Marvel Snap, winning 5 matches in a row is a ton of luck based. Hey, look, we drew Jocasta. I didn't realize that was possible. Did not know that was possible. Man. So Herbie locks his ability in. So he'll double up here. And then he'll double again. I'm surprised Snap is still going. Is your surprise related to the fact that you don't understand anything about mobile game economies, or what is it? What is it based on? It's a dying game. It is. It is. Every day we die a little more. I think we're dead. Yeah, probably do a copy Jocasta and then move, then I could Sparky it back, but I think that's just more cute than good. Okay. So, technically, the last card that moved on my board was Herbie, yeah? True or false? No, it's Shaw? Really? Oh, yeah, I guess he was the last played. Okay, so this will move him twice. Do I need to move it twice? I just need to move it once, yeah? So it's like activate Jocasta. And like play these for tiebreaker, and then we beat their what's that called? This is Infinite. Okay, chat, this deck is like, my fucking brain feels so tingly. So happy! You're cooked! GG! I love the combination of cards this deck is playing. It is such a novel pile. We haven't even gotten to like Omega Sentinel combo anybody yet either. I thought that's gonna happen at some point assuredly, yes.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Live from the Daily Bungle. This is the type of deck I would lose 24 cubes in 3 games with, absolutely. 1,000,000%. I stopped playing this a long while since 2022. Does this came out in 2022? It's been 3 years, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. I think the current state of Marvel Snap is very, very good, Miles. I think it has genuinely evolved into being the best live service game I have ever played. It's very well done. I'm gonna drop Shaw this turn. I'm gonna wait on Mercury, I think. Just the balance team is on point. The economy is very reasonable. There's a lot to like about the current state of Marvel Snap. We're charging Malaser. Hopefully we caught their Anya here. Yep, Red Wing's caught, Spider Punk's caught. And I get to go Shadow King into Silver Surfer into activate. We hadn't, and this isn't even really a full combo. This is just like 4 Omega Sentinels, but like gives you an idea of like the range of what we can do here. Just such an awesome combination of cards. If you're someone who's looking to poke into Marvel Snap, I have a brand new starter guide for 2025 here, and give you a basic idea of decks that you can build a couple weeks in. I also have a bigger decks guide if you're coming back and have a few cards from the last time that gives a breakdown of 50 different competitive decks, because Marvel Snap really is one of the most diverse and varied competitive metagames you're ever going to find. Well, not by accident, they do a lot of regular balance. And there's still other fun things to be discovered, like this pile of cards that we're playing for the first time today. Let's go ahead and take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. When we get back, we are absolutely playing more of this. It's super sweet. Thanks for hanging out, Don't Go Anywhere Gamers. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel and you enjoy us constantly exploring off-meta fun things like this one, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. The Sparky lines in this deck are kind of unreal. I'm in love with them. Prodigy. Prodigy's such a sweet card too. What's my current Scream variant? Am I getting the Creative House Pocket Scream? I might be. Whoa! God, the spider people have such good art, chat. Cosmetics in this game are so good. I'm sitting on a small pile of gold. I think I'm gonna buy this Scream bundle. Really creative House Pocket Enjoyer.
Mastery.
I did not get the 700 gold variant to the caches yet. That reminds me. Should open them. Yeah, if you don't have Scream in your collection, you should absolutely buy the bundle if you have the gold. Gold bundles with big resources and series 4 or 5 cards you're missing are some of the best uses of your resources in Marvel Snap. Get the most stuff for your dollar. A certain newsman would disagree with the spider people take. They're a menace.
Oh, snap. Victory.
Beep beep doop 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 doop.
Snap.
Scene. I guess. How's Snap these days? Snap's at a very good place, Skull. They've really hit their balance stride this year, it feels like. And the economy rework earlier this year put that into a pretty good spot as well, I think. It's kind of locked in here in the center. Erishim. I think I'm waiting for 2x mode on this Herbie. I think I'm waiting for 2x mode on this Herbie. Well then, so much for my plan to relocate the Herbie. Okay, so that means double up mode is coming next turn. So I'm gonna go Shaw. He'll slide here. I'll Sparky him back. I'll Awesome Andy. I'll Herbie. I'll Jocasta do this again. And then I'll Surfer. I can't Shadow King the center because there's a Cosmo. And this is active, so whatever they play here is gonna move. Get Goliath to die on the right. Oh no, we're way bigger than that, gamer. God, Sparky's so good. Shouldn't Surfer go before Herbie? Herbie's a 2. I'm in love, chat. I'm just absolutely in love. Chat, what a pile of cards. I feel like I haven't played something this novel in a long time. It's our 24 power 2-drop and our 26 power 3-drop. A truly glorious pile.
Victory.
Dirty Randolph. That's certainly how I feel. Rocking this pile. Thanks for the 19 months. Welcome back.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Please be a Joecaster friendly location. Please be a Joecaster friendly location. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, Joecasta, Sentinel, Prodigy, Joecasta alone can win the game. So, if we don't get cheese out of it, hopefully they play 2 small things here this turn just to get the energy, and then we cut with them. Yes, Legion Death's Domain is a possibility here for sure. You know, it's possible I'm supposed to activate this stuff this turn just to not get, what's it called? Not get Cosmic Ghost Rider. Yeah, or Lady Deathstrike. If they don't disrupt us on the right, we get them real big here. I think I messed up and was supposed to. Okay, cool. You're ready. You're ready for the combo, Chip. You thought last game was sweet. You're ready for it. The last time we did this. Charge it up. Pew! 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 Ain't no kill like overkill. 0 point, the old 0 point winner in the middle. Schwinner, chicken dinner. They forgot to put points into play. That's so strange. The fact that Omega hits lanes not her own is like really gross and fun. I'm gonna be forced to open snap packs for Sparky. There are so many terrible cards in this deck, chat. So many terrible cards in this deck. Oh, hey, thanks for the gift sub, Big Green. Appreciate that. Man, nothing really hammers home how much social media screws with your brain, like removing a part of it. Not having Discord loaded up because it was lagging the computer. I just like keep it essentially like going to check for messages or notifications there in between games. Just like, oh, it's just not there. Oh, we could play the ladder. That's true. They did turn the feature location off. Accurate. All right, Deadlands, please hoard Death's Domain. Jeff, please be honest. How much does Broad pay you to highlight awful cards? Is it per card in a deck or just per deck? There are a lot of stinkers in this one. Did anyone buy the Batroc bundle? I could say with confidence some amount of people bought the Batroc bundle. Okay, and then Jocasta here means that I get to pull the shield back, and then Jocasta on Spark, you'll kick it back over here up to 6. Which has us winning that segment. Or not. Oh, I have Killmonger. I do, don't I? Dodge a Lady Deathstrike. We can dodge a ball. Horde is 4 on the left. Yeah, the shield is 6, Gamers. Sparky gives it +3. And then Omega Sentinel means we win all 3, yeah? God, this deck is so gas.
Victory.
Just watching it come together every game is... It comes together in a different way every game, too. The very non-linearity of it. Or just like we've got the overlapping pieces that have different A-B synergies, but Is this deck playable without Sparky? I mean, it's probably not playable with Sparky, so follow your heart. You can probably get away with not having one of Awesome Andy or Sparky. You'd still have Herbie, Omega Sentinel, and then one of those two would give you 3 activate payoffs for Jocasta. I think you probably need 3 activate payoffs. I'm currently playing 4, which adds a little bit of consistency, but the deck's probably playable. The deck's probably playable with only 3. This is the most playable Awesome Andy Sparky deck I've ever seen. I mean, that's just the facts. Think I need to wait on moving the shields. That way Danger can't murder Shaw this turn. In a perfect world. Might finally lose to Erisham here. We'll see. So I'm going to go move this here. This triggers Shaw. Activate Sparky. This kicks back. Activate Jocasta. It kicks back to here, and then this triggers and hits Shaw again. And then Killmonger Mercury for points. I think they timed out in the last turn, and that's why it took so long. So we might not have an opponent here, but we did optimize the turn if they're here. Our Shaw is gonna get +8 here up to 13. And the shield's gonna end up at +4 on the left. Our opponent's DC'd, unfortunately, which is extra sad, because I think it means it just disconnects them, and I don't get to see my last turn play out. Which is sad, because it would have been sweet. You replace Herbie. Yeah, I mean, technically it still leaves you with 3 activate payoffs, I suppose. I don't know, Herbie and Omega Sentinel are definitely the 2 best activate payoffs. Yeah, they timed out in the turn before. They must have gotten disconnected. The old boss walked in as they queued up the conquest match. Oh wait, I can play. Yeah, I want to finish the gold ticket. Let's finish this deck out in conquest. We'll ladder with the next one. I don't like changing game modes in the middle of a deck. Messes with my vibe. Do. You can play Zombie Captain Marvel. I don't know about that one. I don't think so. Interesting. Man thinker. What a cook. All right, so if I do this, next turn I go move it here. Sparky moves it back. Sparky ends it on Death's Domain. Oh no, they're 1 and 3 to have my Mercury. That's so sad. All right, cooked. I believe they are cooked. Once more because of Sparky. Although we might have won the breaker. Remember when Cap Shield had base power and was too good? Sparky remembers. Sure does. been pointedly ignoring them, but I'm gonna finally say something because y'all are ridiculous. The concept of deck ownership in a game like Marvel Snap is really patently fucking stupid. It's stupid in all card games, but it's extra stupid in a game like Marvel Snap where the decks are 12 cards. So please stop asking me whose deck this is. Because even and past it being stupid because there's not that many combinations of cards you could be playing, it's also hard to do. It never fails to make me chuckle when people who act like deck attribution is important attribute decks to the completely wrong people. They're like, such and such built this deck, and then there's like three people like, actually this other person built it before them, and it's like if they got it from them. And it's just like, even if you thought for some reason deck ownership isn't stupid, it's also very incredibly easy to get wrong because it's impossible to keep track of. If two people can develop calculus simultaneously, two people can come up with the same deck idea in a game like Marvel Snap simultaneously. Whole lot less going on there, gamers. I'm gonna activate Omega Sentinel one time here to try and win the center, I think. Am I? I don't know that I am, actually. I think I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna give him the Patriot discount.
Eyes of the throne.
Like this, I think. Do I tap this turn to try and put Ultron to negative before he can double? Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Because now I don't get Awesome Andy on Sebastian Shaw. I am laced. I think we lose the left. Because the Captain Marvel can jump. Oh, it doesn't even need to jump. Space Stone. The Space Stone she tells you not to worry about yet. My Space Stones are always terrible. My opponent's Space Stone, 9 points of power, and moves my Sebastian Shaw to an inopportune location. I haven't played for a bit. Did they add QL for returning players? They did, yeah. If you've been away for at least 2 months, there's a 30-day returning player login rewards track that includes a few higher series card packs in it. Nev, I missed your tip earlier. I apologize that. Can I spend money I don't have on Jeff Hoagland? Technically, yes, but you shouldn't. I think I want to save this for the last turn. So obviously this gives them an Iron Patriot discount, but there's a lot of value in. I think I'm gonna go ahead and double this. If I find Jocasta or Prodigy next turn, there's some value in that. My opponent has yet to trigger the Mad Thinker, just so we're clear. Oh, I guess copying this is better, yeah. I will not activate Awesome Andy. 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 Mr. Akagami, thank you for the 28 months. I will not activate Awesome Andy. I will not activate Awesome Andy. I won't do it. You can't make me. Hey, Man Thinker got bigger. Look at that. Our little boy's all grown up. Did Jeff forget to activate a card? Sure did. I hear what you're saying, Jeff, but why haven't you activated Awesome Andy? Yep. Breaker! Give me some news! So anyways, we started blasting. If you're someone who's a returning player, we've had a few people ask about that today, and you're looking for decks to dive back into build with things to work towards, I recently put out a decks guide that covers over 50 different Marvel Snap decks. And not only does it have a big range of decks in it, but it also highlights those decks by cards that are replaceable versus not, to give you an idea of which ones are absolutely must-have versus which ones you can maneuver around depending on the contents of your collection or your playstyle. Even if you don't 100% have something every card in a given deck list in there, I think it's the blue or the green cards are the must-have ones. I explained the color coding at the start of the video. Use the color coding. Shaw versus Killmonger. I think I'd rather Shaw. Prodigy aged like fine wine. Yes, definitely. Prodigy. I think Prodigy, if you're like, Jeff, what's a card you misevaluated the most this year? I think Prodigy's the answer to that question for me. He is much better than I initially gave him credit for. It's not the Jocasta I wanted for Christmas. Was it misevaluating, or was it based on the existing cards at the time? Nah, I think I misevaluated. He's definitely gotten better over time, but I think he was also better than I initially gave him credit for when he launched. All right, cool. And then I think with Awesome Andy landing on Shaw, there are copies of Omega Sentinel win us the game. The biggest thing, my biggest takeaway from this deck list is that not only does it have like we only crazy high rolled in one of those games, right? Like where we got to Joe Casta, Prodigy Joe Casta, Omega Sentinel nuke their entire board. Like that only happened one time, and we still had a ton of really competitive and definitely fun games. Like such a neat mixture of figuring out the proper sequencing on the activate cards, when we're moving things, when we're using Sparky, which move things Sparky's hitting. I even messed it up a couple of times. It definitely feels like a critical massive activate stuff. If you're someone that's trying to budget some cards in here, ones that I would say are must have is, I think, Joe Casta, Prodigy, and Omega Sentinel are the ones you absolutely have to have. Probably Sam too. Sam really helps with Prodigy, and he's a move payoff if you're playing Sparky. And then I think you need 2 out of 3 of these 2 energy activates. I think having all of them for consistency is probably ideal, but I think 3 activate payoffs is probably enough. If you're missing Mercury, you need a second mover in the deck if Sparky's one of your things, so you'd probably need to play like a Nocturne or a Jeff or Spider-Punk would be here fine as well. Just something else other than Sam Wilson that lets you move something so Sparky can give +3 and bounce something around the board. Actually, Spider-Punk sounds really funny in here with Sparky. That could scale up pretty solidly for you in games. And then obviously the tech card slots, Killmonger and Shadow King. These are flexes. You could play different 3s here. Luke Cage, Mobius, Red Guardian, like whatever tool you want to reach for in your toolbox to disrupt whatever your opponent has going on. Can go into those 2 slots quite reasonably. All right, that was fun, but as always, I want to make sure we're still we're playing lots of things here on stream. We did take an advert break, and then this pile of cards, top 16, the Golden Gauntlet tournament over the weekend. So I would like to play with some Lockjaw and some Nightmare.